before they try to understand it. I feel like if you were born a man, then regardless of what you get done to yourself, at the end of the day, you still a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't get how y'all niggas be walking around with whole dicks, bro. How you look down at your dick and be like, yo, I'm a fucking woman. Like, bro, I don't get y'all niggas, bro. Like, I don't ever put on my Naruto headband and be like, yo, I'm a fucking Shinobi. I mean, like, I do, but like, I don't actually mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas be going to the DMV trying to get y'all sex change and shit. Like, nigga, I ain't never put on my sand armor, go up to the DMV and be like, yo, change my race to fucking sand. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you was born with a dick, then no matter how you dress it up, or tape out, nigga, it's still a fucking dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even got y'all niggas being like drag queen shows and shit. And be like, yo, bro, take me. You know, but then like that thing into a woman. Like, nigga, how can you do that? Look, I'm not trying to make anybody offended. I just want people to stop getting offended when I call these niggas niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be getting so fucking mad when I call a grown ass man with a dick a fucking man. Maybe this will help me understand a little better. Like, are there any requirements to become a transgender? Or can I just be like, yo, nigga, I'm a woman, and y'all gotta accept me as a woman? Because if that's the case, then I'm a woman. Y'all niggas better cash out me right now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, don't cash me on no premium Snapchat at least for like 4 months. You know what I'm saying? At least let me get my dick chopped off first. No, but seriously though, like I was saying earlier, I'm not here to offend you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to give you a better understanding of the transgender culture, so I don't offend anyone. By calling a man a fucking man, like, bro, that shit's I know, but like, look, now look, before y'all come on here and start trying to call me homophobic and transphobic, stop. No, I'm not. I don't dislike gays or transsexuals. I just feel like I should be able to call niggas what they are. Niggas, like, bro, it shouldn't be that fucking hard. I don't get it, like, in 2020, I'm just gonna start calling y'all niggas. I knew in the beginning I was different. Niggas told me so that I wouldn't listen. Put my foot on the gas and now I did. I look back for my niggas and they was mixed. I double back and went counter, I won't hit them. I don't know that last forever, you gon' need them. Please. Y'all time is up. Y'all had the whole summer with Sunshine season, even though, like, a lot of y'all been smoking dress up like fucking damn right shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see most books happen. This ain't got a car, but look, fellas, it is our time to shine. Because not only is it hoodie season, but you know what go well with that hoodie? Niggas dance like and that brings us to the whole purpose of this video. Now, if you want to show off your print this season, make sure you're doing it the right way. First up, we have the polyester cotton knits. Now, this is going to be the most common type of sweatpants that you're going to see this print season. This right here will give you a more subtle show. These are the kind that you wear when you're around your girlfriend. You don't really want everybody to know, but you kind of want everybody to know. Now we're going to take it a step up. Next up, what we have here is the 100% polyester mix. You see how shiny the material is. If you want to get noticed, this one right here is definitely going to get you noticed. You want to show people what you're working with, even if you're unemployed. Right here. Now I know those last pair were plain, and I know a lot of you want to get noticed in style. So, I got something for you too, right there. You can't get her to look at your print, then guess what? She won't just do that. She looks at this. Now, with me being a man myself, I know that there's a lot of us out there that aren't as naturally endowed as others, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us out there just growers and not showers. So, we'd rather not show our print. Guess what? You can still wear gray sweatpants, because I got something for you too. You see these super thick 100% cotton ones? These are the ones that I wear at the gym. These are the ones that you wear when you want to make sure nothing is to be shown. Look at this. This is how you know that these are impenetrable. Look, you can't see a damn, you can't see my hand. You can barely, look at that, I got my whole fist right here. You can't see shape. I know that. We can all wear as many gray sweatpants as we want. But the thing is, our print will not show unless it is packaged properly. And the way to do that is to wear the right pair of boxers. Alright, first up, we have the loose fitting ones. Now, these right here are the ones that you want to wear if you got that hair. You know what I'm saying? If you're hanging, if you're swinging, you're dangling, then you want to wear these. Next up are the more discreet, but still proper print shows. These boxers right here. Now, these are going to show your print, but at the same time, these are going to ride up because they're going to hug your leg really tight. They're going to ride up. And then you kind of have like this brief feeling, you know, like where it kind of rides up the side of your both doing pictures with your hairs. Fuck that shit. Next up, we got the briefs. We're going to start off with these right here. Because these are the ones, if you hanging, bro, these are the ones that you really want to wear. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to make your joint look like long. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to roll your shit up. It's going to roll your shit up at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, this basically going to make your shit look like an anchor. right here, they getting on my nerves. First of all, look, this how you don't need to wear these, bro. They got the indent like it's a fucking pussy or something like that. I'm saying, look how small this part is to hold an entire fucking package, bro. UPS wouldn't allow this shit. Well, that about brings this video to an end. Fellas, if you want to get out here and, air some shit off, I don't know what that is. What do I do? What does that mean? Nigga, what am I shoulder rope? I'm a little pussy or something? What the fuck? So, fellas, for the soul princess, just be on the lookout for the women that are prep police. And for all the women that are prep police, just remember, black dicks matter. I knew in the beginning I was stiff. Niggas told me so that I wouldn't listen. Put my foot on the gas and now I did. I look back for my niggas and they was missing. I double back and went and count on my own hip. That's no man last forever, you gon' need them. Alright, so I was just in Chick-fil-A and got to witness one of the interviews. I'm surprised at all of the shit they asked these niggas nowadays. Like I literally wrote down every question. But I started off with the generic questions that any interviewer asks, shit like, oh, tell me a little bit about yourself, what you gonna be doing in 5 years, you looking for long term, short term, all that extra shit. Then they started asking all these off the wall questions I've never seen niggas in fast food ask. They gonna ask the girl, who are your heroes? So fuck, bitch, I'm over here trying to get a job. You got me out asking what the fuck are my heroes? Goku and Spider-Man, bitch. What the fuck? You really need to know who my heroes are. He's gonna be the niggas that come save me if like a grease fire happens or something. Burn some french fries and fire start. This nigga Goku gonna come blow the flames out with a command man. Or he's gonna be the niggas that save me from getting fired after you find out who I really am if you hire me. Like I just really didn't get that question. When is the last time you made a difficult decision? And what pushed you towards your decision? I made a difficult decision by filling out this application. All I got one off of my reps. And what pushed me towards this? I'm broke, nigga. Every time I try to eat chicken, I always gotta get that fake shit, nigga. Go to Walmart, try to get the fucking Tyson chicken. I can't even afford that shit. Gotta go get that bank with nasty ass shit, nigga. Why do you want to work at Chick-fil-A? How about I let you answer that one, nigga? You tell me what the fuck you think I want to work at Chick-fil-A? You think I went through 12 years of school to drop fries and cook nuggets, nigga? That's exactly what I did. I did 4 years of fucking high school so I could get a scholarship to UCLA. Nigga, the University of Chick-fil-A, nigga. They don't even make no motherfucking sense. Fucking nigga, fucking trouble, nigga. I'm here to fucking interview, nigga. Are you involved in any recreational activities? No, but I sell recreational activities, nigga. I'll let me if you think that, you know what I'm saying? How would you describe your customer service? I'm gonna make sure these niggas straight, you know what I'm saying? Put it like this, you hire a nigga like me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get no complaints and shit. Don't even be coming at me trying to get me to say that my pleasure shit, nigga. Niggas come to me and say thank you. I'm like, all right, my nigga, keep moving, you know what I'm saying? Got another nigga right behind you, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Basically, whenever they fill out a customer survey, they gonna be like, yo, I fuck with that nigga right there. How would other people describe you?